Hey there, thanks for watching this video. So this video is just quickly going to show you how to go ahead and get the AWS command for Mac OS X if you're running Anaconda and Python. So I think for whatever reason, I don't know, it doesn't get installed where it's supposed to get installed. So basically if you do what the instructions say on the docs.aws.amazon, it says Python should be installed somewhere, but it doesn't end up getting installed there. So here, anyway, the point is we'll go ahead and we'll try to run it, and it's not going to work. Okay, so that sucks. So what I figured out is that basically if you just go into the etc/paths file and you just add the location of where the AWS CLI is, then you can go ahead and be able to run it successfully. So I was using this Stack Exchange. It was like really helpful. And this basically kind of just clued me into the fact that it would be in my local .bin, and it was. So if you go in there, you'd see a bunch of stuff basically related to AWS. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead, I'll just show you here. So I'll show you in the Finder, and we'll minimize this stuff so it's a little neater. Anyway, yeah, so you can see this is the path right here. If you're wondering how I got here in the Finder, I basically just use Command-Shift-G. And then it would be in users. Yours would be whatever your username is. So user/John Doe. And then this will all be the same. So you'd probably just be changing this part right here. So anyway, you can do Shift-Command-G. You can enter that path, and lo and behold, this is where it is. So again, that's different than what the AWS documentation says. I believe it says it gets installed where your Python installation is, which for whatever reason with Anaconda, that version of Python, I don't know, it just doesn't work. So anyway, that's not a big deal because now we know what our file path is. So we're just going to add it to this etc/paths file. So go ahead, we'll close that, and we'll just bring this terminal right back up. Okay, so all we have to do basically is we'll just do a sudo to give ourselves admin, because this is like a system file, something like that. And then we'll just do a nano, which is basically just like a quick and dirty text editor. And then we'll just enter the file. So just go etc paths, and that'll just open it right up after it asks us for a password. And it didn't ask me for the password there. That's because I'm already authenticated. So I'm just going to quit this real quick and just show you what it's going to look like so you can get the full flow here. Okay, so here we go. So now we're going to do sudo because it requires a password to edit this file. We're going to use nano because we need the text editor. And then we're just going to go ahead and put the path name there. Okay, interesting. All right, what do I know that I must have already authenticated? But anyway, so you're in here. It will ask you for your password. Just make sure you enter. It's just the one you use to open your Mac. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get this file path here. I'm going to copy and paste it. Then I'm going to exit using Control X. It's going to ask me to save. I'm going to hit Y. And then I'm just going to hit Enter to write to that same file. Okay, cool. And then I go ahead and try AWS. Okay, that's because we didn't let the terminal know that it's been updated. So we'll do source just to let it know it's been updated. And then we see now that that appears when we enter the source command. It gets output. So let's try it again. Ooh, let's try it over here. Okay, cool. So for whatever reason, obviously I have no idea how to use the source command, right? But the point is that all you have to do is just add it into your etc/paths file, and then it'll be there, and it should work. So I mean, that worked for me. This is just one way to troubleshoot. If it does work for you, awesome. If it doesn't, I wish you best of luck. All right, thanks, guys.